All right, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. Now my computer and everything is all over the shop. My name's Jana, and we're excited to be jumping on tonight and sharing with you something that we've found that we've had amazing results with through a program, product and opportunity. But what we're really excited about tonight is we've got a new girl that's launching her business tonight, so we cannot wait to hear from Sheridan. So like I said, my name's Jana. I found this really cool program, product and opportunity almost 4 years ago now. And I was just like everyone else, sort of trading time for money, doing the best I could, trying to bridge any gaps in eating healthy, in my lifestyle, in my relationships, in financial and all those sort of things that we all just do. But for me, I'd literally just gone back to work, kids were in full-time childcare, and I started to get really sick. Trying to wear too many hats, do too many roles, and I just wasn't taking care of me. And actually, I fully lost myself in my full-time job, being a mum, being a parent. I had no idea what I really wanted to do anymore with myself. And I just started to get very sick mentally and physically. I was literally up from 5 o'clock in the morning through to 10 o'clock at night, just trying to do everything that I needed to get done. And the kids were bringing home every bug under the sun. But not only that, as much as I was career driven, wanted adult interaction and all those sort of things, and financial, be a part of that into my household with my husband, I just started to get sick mentally and physically. And I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to, and something needed to change because, the guilt of being that working parent started to really play effect as well. And feeling guilty when they were sick, feeling guilty that they were going to childcare, feeling guilty that I was sending them back too soon, feeling guilty calling into sick, taking work home and working through the weekends. I just had no time. I definitely wasn't a present parent, and I quickly realised that this wasn't what me and my husband wanted. So I didn't know what I was going to do next. I'd been in the government for 12 years and thought that's what I was going to do till retirement. But then for me, an opportunity, and I'm sure you see plenty of opportunities and advertising out there, popped up on social media to work from home. I probably ignored it the first 1 or 2 times, but it just kept calling to me. It was health, it was wellness, it was whole foods, it was gaining extra income around your children, buy back your time. Not that there was ever such a thing as buying back time. We all know we're all time poor. But that was definitely 100% me. Yes, I was in a great situation, but I was super time poor. So I reached out to this girl, asked her 100 questions, watched an event pretty similar to this one, realised it was this really cool product called Juice Plus, which I'd already researched for my husband. He's sort of the opposite to me. He eats meat, white pasta, white rice, and that's it. So he had this massive gap to bridge in his diet, whereas I was that crazy juicing smoothie lady, which he couldn't stand, but I loved and thought I was doing everything I needed to do. But clearly I was getting sick as well. So for me, it was a no-brainer. Why not get on this, get the product a bit cheaper, get the whole family on it. I know I could help my mum and dad. I know a few people that could really benefit from it. I couldn't see the bigger picture with the business at that stage. I just thought, it's just going to help our lifestyle. But within 4 months of me sharing it in absolute minute times around the kids, toilet breaks, around my job, lunch breaks, I was able to help enough people that my income had grown so much that I could go part-time. And after 12 years in that government job, they weren't happy with that. So I realised very quickly that this was no longer going to be my job. I needed to really start showing people this really amazing program, product and opportunity. And that's what I did. Within 10 months, I was able to resign, pull my kids out of full-time childcare and be a stay-at-home mum, but still have that adult interaction, have an income, take care of our health at the next level, and just really be passionate about what I was doing. Helping people was just really winning for me. So I've now been a paid stay-at-home mum now for almost 3 years. So definitely something I've been able to sustain, but the things that have come along with that is the reward of helping others with this cool program and product and this opportunity. The relationships that I've gained, the self-development is just second to none. So what is this Juice Plus thing I'm talking about? Because it's definitely not juice, just so you know. You don't have to drink a whole lot of juice. Juice Plus has literally been here in Australia and New Zealand for over 27 years. So definitely not a new fad. So it's really definitely tried and tested, and definitely got hundreds of testimonials and results around that, which is awesome. But the whole idea of Juice Plus is literally just to bridge the gap in our diets, where and in what we're eating, what we should be eating, and what we nutritionally require, which is very different from one person to the next. So I think it's just really clever in the fact that, you know, our products are whole foods. So, I mean, I'm sure hundreds here of us have been taking multivitamins, vitamin B, vitamin B6, vitamin C, and all those things all our lives, not really realizing what we're putting in our body. I never took any notice. I never read the label. I didn't want to even attempt to read the label because I didn't understand half those things that were on there. What I love about Juice Plus is it's just plants in a capsule, in a plant-based capsule even. So it's fruits, vegetables, and berries. This is our hero product. Over 33 fruits and vegetables in there to be precise, which is pretty awesome because, you know, government states we should be having how many serves? 2 and 3. And this shocks me because only, you know, less than 5% of adults are getting that done. And I think that can be quite doable depending on where you are in the world. But science suggests we need more along the lines of 11 to 13. And that's just not doable each and every day. No day is perfect. I can attempt to get that done maybe 4 out of the 7 days a week. But unless I'm juicing and smoothing, that's just not going to happen. And it's quite expensive. And then once you realize how depleted our fruits and vegetables are, that's where it really started to make sense to me. So our fruits and vegetables here in Australia and New Zealand, literally get a shovel deep in nowadays and you're hitting either clay or you're hitting sand. Our farming practices haven't been the best. So our produce isn't growing in the nicest soil, so it's not getting all the nutrients it requires. Our fruits and vegetables are getting picked before prime ripening, and that's literally when all the actual nutrients hit the produce. And then it's, you know, sprayed with various sprays and chemicals because it's got a week or 2 journey to get to our supermarkets before we purchase it. Then we get it home, we peel, pip, stem, stalk, we get rid of all that stuff. So it's really, really different, and we're losing a lot of those things in that process. For instance, an orange, 70% of the nutrients is in the peel, and as many times as I've tried to eat that damn peel, I just can't do it. And that's why I love this. All right, they've got the farming practices down pat. It's grown in beautiful soil. They get to vine ripen all the produce. And from the vine, it gets to go straight from there into our factories where it goes through a slow pulping process. And this includes that peel, pip, stem, and stalk that we were missing before. No sprays, no chemicals. And it goes through that pulping process, and slowly but surely it gets turned into a powder form minus the sugar, which is a really great thing. Then it's capsulated into these beautiful plant-based capsules also. All right, and so they're all airtight in there. So enzymes, micronutrients, everything's still intact. Crazy names, might not know, might not care what they are. But an apple, for instance, has over 10,000 phytonutrients, and that's what they know of at this stage. And apple is just one of these beautiful ingredients in the fruit blend. So there's apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, and beet, just in the fruit blend. And that's it. There's nothing synthetic, nothing artificial in there. So when my body swallows it, it recognizes it and it goes to work. You know, and what I'm going to draw from that is going to be very different from me to that little boy that's just popping around in the background, because we all absorb things differently. All right. And then when it gets into our bloodstream, within 3 to 7 minutes, it goes to work. And again, that's going to be very different from each and every one of us, because inflammation is different in each and every one of us. Inflammation could be showing up in your skin with psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, acne, you know, our skin being our biggest organ. It could be in kidney, liver health, joint inflammation, and gut health, all those things that we think, well, I thought I was at my most healthiest version. I was putting everything into my body that I possibly could, yet I was still getting sick. So I don't think we've got any idea how good we're meant to feel. So this is like the oil in the engine, yeah? It gets in there and gets everything running more opulently, right down to your red blood cells, which is pretty cool. I love that the fact that I could have this, you know, when I started this product, I was breastfeeding still. So it's safe for pregnancy, safe for conceiving, breastfeeding, you name it. Unless you're allergic to the apple or the lemon, Juice Plus is safe for you to take. And very little warning label on there either, which is great because it's just food in a capsule. All right, and it's not a wonder pill or anything like that, just there to bridge that gap where we're just not quite having the success we want with our diet. So this is the most researched whole food product in the world on the market, which is pretty cool. One of the health studies we've got running at the moment is, the adult gets to take our hero product there and the child gets to eat for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So, I think for us mothers, especially, we're always putting the kids first. They're our first priority, but we've got to fill our cup too and take care of ourselves. So this gives mum a chance to take the product and get the kids for free. So they can either take that fruit and vegetable capsule for free, or they can have it in this cool chew form. So that's literally 19 fruits and vegetables in a chew form. And just joined with a bit of plant-based tapioca and some of the natural sugars from the fruit and vegetable. But, how much relief is it for any parent to know that they could get that extra variety into their kids on a daily basis while they're growing and developing? Some of the results in that study just blow my mind already. And that's, kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior. But the biggest thing is adults taking that, child's taking the chews, like attracts like. So the more that you're eating fruits and vegetables, the more your body's going to want and crave more of the good stuff and less of the bad stuff. So it's all about creating that craveability, I think, and that's pretty cool and that's pretty clear. And it's so simple, yeah? It's just food in a capsule. But, that's there to bridge the gap in our diet, and that's where we struggle. That's our downfall. And that's why we're here, to educate and inspire people around food. And we've got this amazing program, which when you get on Juice Plus just once, you get for free for life. All right, it's all online. You get all that support, hundreds of beautiful recipes. It's built by a team of people, but headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick, all online for us to access. And you've got that, I guess, you can buddy up and have that accountability if you're really trying to hit that next health goal. Like we've got the shred there. We've got a gourmet cleanse, a detox. There's even chocolate in here. It's about vitality, deprivation free, and just about having fun in the kitchen, building good relationship with food, and teaching your kids how to get that rainbow on a plate. So just definitely not chicken and broccoli 3 ways. And, it really helps you meal plan, but not keep you locked in the kitchen for hours. Helps you, update your pantry. It just gives you confidence. Everyone can be a master chef with this program. And it's not about one person dieting and then the rest of the family eating something else. It's about getting the whole family in that lifestyle, which is really amazing. And then on those days when you're not doing so well and you're stuck in traffic or, you're traveling or everything's going on, you just keep these in your handbag. And this is our macronutrients or our complete drink. Over 30 plant-based ingredients in this one. Again, nothing synthetic, artificial, added colorings, all plants. All our products are vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. These are 2 yummy protein shakes. But plants, and they're yummy, chocolate and vanilla. Add anything you like to them. But I've tried so many protein shakes over the years, and these ones actually taste good. I love it in the morning when I'm rushing around with the kids, and the kids love it, which is great. More nutrients getting into their body and good fueling, yeah? So macros is the fuel in the engine. But these are great for post-workout, and again, great in your handbag when you just need that backup for those busy days. Between the plant-based capsule and these, you've got lots of greeny leaves. So that's like niacin, which helps with mood. So depression and anxiety, which is awesome as well. We see heaps of results there. And again, for people that just skip breakfast, for the breakfast skippers, for the people that are struggling to get their 3 to 5 meals a day, these are great also. And then, I love because these are so well joined up with our program as well. Lots of recipes to combine the two. Then there was just one more gap that Juice Plus felt that they needed to bridge, and that was omega. And I'm sure for many of you, we've been a little bit shy on the omega and a little bit lacking, and we've probably all resorted to the fish oils there. But fish, just like us, don't generate their omega. So they actually get their omega from the fish. So we get to skip the fish, let them stay in the ocean, and we miss out on all the plastics and the waste that they're swallowing by doing so, which is probably a good thing as well. But they've created this great plant-based omega, which has got the algae in it, along with sea buckthorn, tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, safflower, and pomegranate, all in a capsule, cold fused together. So the oil's all beautiful and in there, and it's covering an array of omegas. So not just one or two, it's a beautiful array of omegas, which help with heart health, eyes, brain, again, joint inflammation, along with the berries. These are amazing for our hair, skin, nails, you name it. And it's just all, again, plant-based. So they're just to bridge the gap. So an amazing product with a wonderful program there in the background to really just help that lifestyle get to the next level and to create the best version of you. So now to bring that to life a little bit, we're going to get a couple of the girls and they're going to share their results around the program and product. So I'm going to grab Bridget first and she's going to share her story.
Hey, how are you going? Thank you. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, so I started on the program and the products 2 years ago now. I started with our 8-week challenge, which is going at the moment. And the idea at the time was to lose a bit of post-baby weight. So I jumped on board and had an amazing experience and managed to lose 6 kilos, I think, on that challenge. But it wasn't that made me sit up and notice the products. Really, it was all the benefits that I had afterwards. So after a while, I noticed that my skin had cleared up. I struggled a lot with adult acne when I was in my 20s. My hormones regulated. I no longer get any PMS. I've had 1 migraine in the last 2 years. I used to get serious migraines and be in bed knocked out for like 24 hours. And yeah, I've only had 1 of those serious ones in the last 2 years. I feel like I have a lot more energy, and I think the huge thing for me is our whole family, including my daughter, like our immune systems, it just got so strong. Like this last winter, I know a lot of people that were just getting knocked around with bugs, and I think my daughter had 1 fever and 1 runny nose, and that was it all winter. So it just shows that getting the extra nutrients is just really helping her body and strengthening everything. So yeah, I'm completely in love with the product and I will never stop taking it. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Bridget. I haven't heard your story before, and it's always amazing to hear a new one, but that's huge results, and especially because you get that, the 8-week shred is really a kickstart, isn't it? And then to get those other results later, you must have been over the moon. All right, and I'm going to grab Zena also, and she's going to share her product and program story.
Kia ora everyone, I'm Zena, and I've been with Juice Plus for the big 5 weeks now, and it's been quite an incredible 5 weeks because within my short 44 years I've done a lot of amazing things, but this would have to be far by the best investment that I've made for myself. How exactly? Well, just by actually making, that small decision that we try and make for ourselves every day, but it just doesn't really, it's the one that gets put on the back burner. So, from an Instagram ad, I asked a million questions and ended up finding something that was remarkably incredible and ticked just about every box that I was looking for, and yet I didn't even realize exactly what I was looking for. So I got more than I bargained for in the most wonderful way, and the capsules have been quite an important part of my 5 weeks of the different cells in my body have had little parties and reacted quite tremendously to everything. So the most noticeable thing is that I have energy throughout the whole of my day, every day, and that's been for the past 5 weeks. I think the last time I felt like that was when I was young, like as in between 5 and 12, or if I was exerting a lot of energy out on the sports field, but then those would just be short spurts of energy. And so I love the fact that I get to live really valuable full days, doing what I need to do and doing it really well. I'm able to give myself more to those that I share time and space with, and more importantly, I'm able to give back to myself. So I've started exercising a lot more because of the energy that I have. And, you know, I haven't done that since I was a teenager. I used to play sports quite regularly. And so, you know, to be now at a stage where my body wants to run, it's not a decision my mind makes. My body just wants to burn off some energy. So, you know, I'll walk with my dog, because my dog actually used to walk me. He's been walking me for years, but now I actually walk my dog. So, you know, it's a change in roles, and they're positive changes. You know, my hair's shinier, my nails are strong, and they're long, and I actually have to get them done quite regularly now just to maintain them, because they're growing out of control, but in a really positive way. I've lost different fats around my body. You know, it's only been 5 weeks, but, you know, having the fruits, the veggies, the berries, the omegas, as well as the shakes, they really add tremendous value to my diet. Well, it's not really a diet, it's just my lifestyle now. And, you know, I don't know where I'd be without them. It sounds like a bit of a fairy tale, but, you know, this is real stuff, guys. So the shakes, I usually have them for breakfast or after, you know, post-workout. And the way that it just fuels my body, you know, it really replenishes my body. And, you know, I'm actually eating regularly now, which never used to happen. I actually had to force myself to eat, because we all know how important it is. Yet it was always it's easy for me to cook for, you know, everybody else in my household, but I'd always put myself last. I don't do that anymore. I put myself first, because it was time for me to do that. And by me doing that, I'm actually a better person for everybody else. So the benefits have been tremendous. So have the results, and everybody else that I've been able to help through my journey has been the greatest pleasure. And yeah, that rippling effect just continues to happen. So yeah, that's me.
Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
Are you welcome?
Beautiful. So a couple of, really cool stories. Like I said, you know, you can't duplicate that. Everyone is totally different in how quickly they're going to notice, if they're going to notice. For some people, it's just doing such magical work on the inside. They've got no idea on what it's doing for them. But in the long term, it's just reducing inflammation, bridging the gap between what you are eating, what you should be eating, and that variety that goes in there. I could eat an apple every day, an orange and whatnot, but those special varieties that go into each one of those capsules and into the chews, they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. That's just like us humans. Yeah, we work really well on our own, but how much stronger do we work when we're together? And that's just the same with these cool plant-based blends that are in the capsules and in the chews. So that's, you know, a little bit around a program and product. We're getting close to hearing from Sheridan now, and she's decided that she, you know, sees how valuable this program and product is, and she just wants to share it with more people, which is really amazing. And that's what a lot of us have decided to do also. We feel greedy keeping it to ourselves, and that's why there's this cool business opportunity that allows us to be able to share it. For some of us, it's a plan A, plan B, plan C, whatever this could be, just to get that product cheaper. But it's all really quite simple. You know, I was in the government, so I get that it sounds too good to be true, that you can be skeptical, and that was definitely me. I was working in this system where, you know, and I've owned a restaurant as well. It was very much the same, where we all start at the bottom. Actually, we don't all start at the bottom. We could start in the middle. We can pass people in jobs. You know, you can come into the government job and someone could jump straight up to the next level above me. And, you know, when you think about it, that is traditional business. We've all got that sort of pyramid triangle structure where the CEO, for me, it was the Chief of Defence or the MP sitting up the top there. And then we've got all these various levels and promotions behind him. So there's the board of directors in the government. And then, you know, then we've got various ranks and positions through there. For me, I did come in and I started at the bottom, and I did really well. So I guess within the 12 years, I got 2.5 promotions, I'll say, because I had to switch government agencies to get the third one. And I was probably around here. But to do that, I had to, you know, jump on everyone else to make sure I won it. You know, maybe not what you know, who you know in some cases, but work my butt off. I worked massive hours. I was always upskilling. Sometimes it definitely took over my living. It was just working. And to get to what? Yeah, I got a few more extra dollars, but my lifestyle just kept getting more and more depleted. And I was never going to be the chief of defence. I was never going to be the MP. And even when I owned my restaurant and I was up there in the top position, no one wanted my job. I was literally living and breathing it. And when I was home sleeping, I was still living and breathing it. I had the daily bills, the weekly, the monthly bills to worry about, the wages, the staff. And, you know, this was just such a hard structure in any case for me to ever create success in that work-life balance. I love this because it's literally this, but flipped over. We start at the bottom. No one can jump over me to get to any of these promotions. All right, but someone links arms with me. They look after me, they nurture me, they give me the ropes and the skills for me to go to where I want to go. If I want $500 a month, they'll map that out, they'll show me, they'll support me and help me get to that. If I want $2,000 a month, again, they'll map that out, show me, work with me, guide me on how to do so. If I want $5,000 a month and so on, again, I've got this amazing team there supporting me and growing me because their success and my success helps them grow. But what I love is we all get that opportunity to get to our top position, national marketing director. And, you know, it's just no, you know, there's just no ceiling there. So it's a no glass ceiling. We can all just, you know, go for whatever we want. No pressure, no minimum monthly sales, and no cold sales, just beautiful sharing of stories. And I think the thing, again, you know, that I was worried about because I had only just turned my social media on when I found this opportunity. I just couldn't use it when I was in the Defence Force. And I'd had 2 children, so I deleted people off it as well. I just didn't think I knew enough people. But literally, like I said to you, I was blown away with my start. There was Lauren who introduced me to the business. All right, she, you know, nurtured me, linked arms with me, helped me find my first few customers. But what also happened was I found a few people that wanted something more like me. You know, I found a traveller who wanted some extra income while she travelled, but also wanted to bridge that gap because when you're travelling, you can never eat routinely well. So she jumped on board. I found a mum that was working out, not working, she was on maternity leave with her second, about to have her third, but she was struggling to just get nappies and just get the groceries each week. So she just wanted some extra money there, and she was just so depleted that she just wanted some extra energy. Then I found Steph, and she, Steph or 3 or whatever we want to call her, she just couldn't believe we hadn't heard of this sooner and wanted to share it with more people. I just showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. And this thing just started popcorning out like this, with more people wanting the product cheaper, wanting a travel account, wanting a shopping fund, a Christmas account for the year, just to get the product cheaper, whatever. But who did Lauren know at the beginning? Well, literally, she didn't even know me. I found her on social media, but since then, all these other beautiful people have, you know, sort of joined this amazing culture and community, and it's sort of grown from there. And that's where we're at with Sheridan, and she's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, you know, what exciting things she's looking forward to, and you know, what sort of results she's looking forward to with the product and program, and why the business made sense to her.
Hi guys. So I found out about this opportunity through a post on Facebook, and I asked for some information and had a chat about it, and it was pretty much exactly what I had been looking for. Since I had my twins, I've been looking for something that I could do from home. I could work around the kids, and that meant that I didn't have to put them into daycare and worry about spending all my money on that. I just wanted to be able to be home with them, be there when they needed me, and make some extra money, but also enjoy what I was doing. So this made sense, seemed like the exact sort of thing that I should be doing. I am going to be starting the product soon, and I'm really excited to see if it can improve my moods, my sleep, my energy. Obviously, having 3 kids and 2 young twins, it's exhausting, and I don't have a lot of energy a lot of the time. So definitely looking forward to starting the product and seeing those results.
Amazing. And we're so excited to watch you get those results and help you and guide you and see what this can really be for you. But congratulations. And yeah, we look forward to just being a part of that, I guess. Beautiful. Awesome. So you've heard a bit about the program, the product, and even a little bit about the business. But, you know, I always say to people, what we do is literally not just only bridge the gap in where we might be lacking in our diets and nutrition, but we also bridge that gap in relationships, community. Look, we're just human. That's what we love. We love connection. We love community. But we also, you know, can bridge that gap in self-development and in financial. So, you know, like I said, there's a cool business in the background. We get paid really well just by sharing it on beautiful events like this, in conversation, just by listening to people, because we all know our nation's literally getting sicker, not healthier. And, you know, we've just got this amazing program and product there, researched, and has plenty of stories around it. I'm just going to grab a couple of more girls that are going to share with you just, you know, a little bit more around the business and their journey so far. So I'm going to grab who's first on my screen. Where's Hannah? Oh, Hannah. Hannah's going to share how this business came into her life, what exciting things have happened to her so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Kia ora. Thank you. Thank you for having me on your beautiful event, and welcome, Sheridan. Welcome to the tribe. Amazing. I'm super excited for you. My name is Hannah Bucknell. I live in a little place called Ahipara in the very far north of New Zealand, and I have been part of this amazing community for 2 years now. And to say that it has changed my life would be an ultimate understatement. Sounds cliche, but is very true. And before I came across it, be quiet, please. Sorry, the children just coming in at the right time. Before Juice Plus, I was a traditional business owner. I'd just come off a degree in social work and had just had my third baby. Health-wise, I was very depleted. It did amazing things for my health. It did amazing things for my partner's health. It did amazing things for my 3 children's health as well. So it was a no-brainer for us. It was whole foods. I'd always been brought up on the belief that whole foods was best. So when I saw what it was, I was like, well, this makes sense. But yeah, we were in a bit of pain. We were highly paid and very unfulfilled. And what I mean by that is that we were earning 6 figures through our transport business, yet, like a lot of people say, we were trading a lot of time for that money. And we were trading a lot of our mental health and our emotional health for it too. And we got to a point where it was just like, there's got to be another way. There's got to be, I don't think we can see ourselves doing this for another 20 years. Let alone till we are 65. I mean, we were only 30 at the time. I was only 30 at the time, and I was like, okay, there's got to be a better way. Also, for me, in my social work background, I got to a point where I just was like, I know I can make an amazing impact and a social change, but I'm not going to do it within a system and that I don't believe in. And same for Jana, you know, the government system and all of that stuff. There's so much red tape there. There's so much ticking boxes and all that sort of stuff. And that stuff just does not sit well with me. And I totally am a creative brain. I am all about grassroots. And so I knew I could create some type of way and manifest some type of way that I could still create that social impact and use my social work skills without having to succumb to somebody else's system. And so the universe provided me with this incredible opportunity, and when we came across it, it just opened our minds up to a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of living, and really made us sit back and go, are we really living our lives aligned with our highest values? And we definitely were not. We had it all from the outside. It looked amazing. We had it all going on, but on the inside, we were hurting. And so, yeah, we began to make our exit plan after I joined the business. The business was a no-brainer for me as well, having been a business owner, but also having believed in this beautiful network marketing business model. I was just looking for the right product. I believed in the model, but I hadn't yet found something that I could stand by. There were makeup things, skin products, all that sort of stuff. I've never been one to wear a lot of makeup or use a lot of skin products. I'm very natural. So when Juice Plus popped up, I knew deep down in my soul that this was it. I remember the day that I found it. I rang my partner and was like, oh my God, I found it. I found the thing. It's the thing. And when you know, and I'm one to just go, yeah, make the decision and just do it. And work it out later. I mean, $170 for a full-on business was nothing compared to the $400,000 that we invested into our truck business. So it was just like, man, people spend that on a pair of shoes any day or a concert ticket or whatever, and I could own my own business and do what I wanted with it for that. So I was, it was a no-brainer. So since then, I've been able to build a really amazing community of women, of heart-driven women who just inspire me every day to keep doing this. I've been able to help so many people with their health and their well-being, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually as well, socially too, and financially. That is something that I am just so grateful for, to be able to just build this little thing on the side and just watch it grow and be part of a community that is so heart-driven and uplifting. It's really like when you talk about it with people who don't know, they're just like, it sounds too good to be true. I'm like, I know, because you just don't come across these work environments where everyone just wants everyone to win. Everyone cares about your goals and your dreams and helping you get there in any way possible. I mean, these beautiful women right here, we do not financially benefit from each other's businesses at all, but we link arms and we support each other because we believe in the bigger mission. It's something that's bigger than ourselves. And when you find a mission that's bigger than yourself, that is the ultimate fulfillment. It's the ultimate success, I believe. And so, I'm excited about the future. It's only been 2 years. I'm in this for the long game. If you're not in anything for the long game, you probably will be very disappointed. I'm excited about the community stuff that I'm about to do. I have linked in with Nutrition Plus, which is Juice Plus's charity organisation. So they're non-profit organisation where they fund our beautiful products into schools. And I'm just working with the owners at the moment to get that into our local school, which I'm super excited about. So the vision is coming alive, and we are just warming up. So thank you for allowing me the space to share my story, and I will pass it back to you, Jana.
Thank you. That was amazing, Hannah. I think I haven't heard your story in ages, but it's been a long time and it's just grown and grown and grown since then. But that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And now I'm going to pass you over to Stacey, and she's going to share her beautiful story too.
It's all right. You can just chuck me over. It's all right. Fine. Fun there. Hey guys, so my name is Stacey. I am a solo parent here in Christchurch, New Zealand, of 3-year-old twins. I started this back in October 2017. I was in a toxic relationship with my ex-partner, and I was severely depleted. I had no energy, and I came across this amazing product, program and business, and pretty much had already heard of it, but I hesitated. And I said, nah, I can't sell. Nah, I can't do that. What if I don't get enough customers? So I actually left it for about 4 months, and I signed up in October of 2017. At that stage, I was absolutely depleted. I had no energy. I was sleeping during the day, early nights, and this product basically gave me my life back, gave me my energy back, and that was pretty cool for me. On the business side of things, I knew that my relationship was over, so I knew that I didn't want to be one of those parents stuck on the solo parent benefit for the rest of my life, struggling day to day, struggling week to week. So I needed to find something that could basically, I could work at while the kids were still young. My partner and I were struggling on one income. I was considering going back to work, but you know, childcare here in New Zealand is like with 2 kids under the age of 3 is ridiculous. It would have taken up my whole entire wage, and I would have just been doing the work thing, doing the mum thing, doing the house thing, still exhausted, still run down. So basically I jumped on board, and it's the best decision I've ever made in my whole entire life. Even my mum can see the mental development, the personal development, since I've been on this program, coming out of a toxic relationship. You know what? I didn't suffer that much because I had the support around me by these beautiful women. I had the support to still build my business while I was getting through that. And it was absolutely amazing. Last year, I struggled to actually do the business as well, and you know, every time I jumped on my computer or my phone, my kids would be on me, and it just was like, nah, I can't do it. So I could do the bare minimum, and my business still stayed there. So when I came on board this year, and the kids went into kindy, I could spend that time on the business, which was really cool. So for me, it's really helped financially, absolutely financially, emotionally, and with my health as well. It's been absolutely amazing. I cannot rave about what I do from home any more than anyone else on here. We're all pretty much the same. You know, it is too good to be true, but you know, it's absolutely amazing at the same time. Beautiful community of people and all of that sort of stuff. And I've only been in it 2 years as well. And I'm doing it for life. I'm still here, and I'm going for it. I absolutely love it. And even if it's just to get my product cheaper or for free, you know, I've got these beautiful faces and these beautiful women to support me with everything I do in my life. So absolutely love it. Thanks, Jana.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So some beautiful stories. Honestly, you know, this is, you know, something that's different. Yeah, it's not out of the normal traditional box. You know, I was definitely set in the ways that I would have to work in my job until I was old and grey, or 60, 70 odd, because let's face it, the retirements, pension and all those sort of things probably won't be around by the time I get there. And I thought I just had to do what my parents, you know, traditionally did. And that's just not the case. There is so many things out there, but this one just feels right. Yeah. And look, you know, that's the opportunity, but the product, the program is amazing. There's nothing else like it. It's no more yo-yo dieting. It's educating your family while taking care of you. Pour into you first, pour into your family, pour into your community. And then if you know, you've got that business in the background as well, if you choose to do so. I mean, what if this could get your health to the next level? What if this could, you know, get you home with your kids? What if this could pay for the best Christmas ever or your next holiday? You know, what if this could, you know, bring your partner home from his long hours in the Defence Force or in FIFO, or, you know, from whatever. It's really, really up to you. It's up to me what I create with my business, who I help and who I share at the end of the day. But I know, just like the girl said, I've got that support. I've got this community and culture there behind me to back me and cheer me along while we do so. So a massive congratulations to Sheridan for launching her business tonight. And thank you to the girls who shared. I know we probably didn't get all your questions answered, but definitely watch us back again or reach out to the person who invited you to watch this. either live or in a recording, and get those questions answered, because I know I had hundreds of questions around this, and and what if, what if this could be that next thing? And it could be not for you, it could be totally for someone else. But when it comes to the business, anybody can do this. But like I said, it's not for everybody. But in saying that, what you could create with an extra $500 or $1,000 a month, and the relief that could be from one family to the next, is pretty massive also. So again, thank you for jumping on and watching tonight, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon.